following show is for entertainment purposes only and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of Empire Media LLC, its subsidiaries, affiliates, sponsors, and advertisers.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to The Bottom Rope. I am Adam Hernandez here on TMSNX Radio, also on Periscope. So welcome, everybody, to this week's edition. This week, though, we've got it's WrestleMania week. So, of course, I want to get into some predictions of the matches for Sunday, obviously. And one thing I do want to discuss very, very quickly, which I believe everybody could see this coming, but the Hardy Boys are going to sign with the WWE, and right now it seems like a deal may have already been signed between the two parties. The WWE has been posting Hardy videos on their Twitter accounts, and I know the Hardys have been kind of teasing stuff as well, and yeah, so it seems like it's something that may definitely be happening, and I don't know if anything is going to be happening at WrestleMania. I do know that it looks like their final booking in Ring of Honor is the night before WrestleMania, so it's very possible. And I think I talked about it during the last broadcast that it is very possible. I don't know if it's very possible, but it seems plausible that the Hardys could end up making their debut at WrestleMania. So I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. I wouldn't be surprised if that were to in fact happen. And I don't think anybody else should be, too surprised if something like that happens. It would certainly be something to look forward to, because I think up and down, I'm not terribly impressed by this WrestleMania card. But I'll go ahead and start from the bottom here. And perhaps, I don't know, as far as the Hardys go, maybe they go ahead and insert themselves. Maybe we find something happen with the SmackDown titles here, because as of right now, there is no SmackDown tag title match at WrestleMania. Right now, it looks like everybody is kind of caught up in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, which is where I'll start with right now. I believe that's going to be on the kickoff show. But as far as this goes, I think it's very, very apparent that Braun Strowman is probably going to win this. I don't think that there's any secret about that. They've been pushing Braun Strowman as of late as this guy that just can't be beat, and I think that's going to continue during the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I mean, why would they change that up? Why would they change that up at all? Braun Strowman is going to win it. I don't even really want to pick a dark horse or anything in this match, because I don't think that there's going to be anybody else that could come out on top. I mean, maybe looking up and down this, the competitors in here. I mean, Apollo Crews, I don't think so. The Big Show, no. Kurt Hawkins, no. Goldust, no. R-Truth, no. Primo and Epico, no. Curtis Axel, no. Bo Dallas, maybe. I know Bray Wyatt has come out and been saying that, he wants Bo Dallas' brother to be, part of the Wyatt family. I don't think that's going to happen. Mark Henry, no. Maybe Sami Zayn. I don't know. I just don't see it. Rhino or Heath Slater, no. Jason Jordan, no. I don't know. Maybe there's some type of surprise entrant in here, but I just don't see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Braun Strowman. Next one is the Cruiserweight Championship between Neville and Austin Aries. I think this is. I'm actually looking forward to this match. I like both competitors. Both are very, very good in the ring. I think Austin Aries gives you the best of both worlds when it comes to his mic skills and what he could do in the ring. This one to me is a little bit of a toss up. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Austin Aries in this one, though. I think he was a big player coming over from TNA, and I think that they go ahead and put the strap on him as well. But like I said, I could see this going. I could see this going towards Neville as well, and kind of continuing that feud. But I think the feud might be best served if Austin Aries goes and wins it, and Neville goes ahead and challenges him at the next Raw pay-per-view. The WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. That's the six-pack challenge between Alexa Bliss, who's the champion, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Mickey James, Naomi, who was a surprise entrant after last SmackDown, and Natalia. I'm going to go ahead and say that Mickey James wins this one. Again, big name. I think they're going to want to put the belt on her, considering she's back and she's back in SmackDown. I think it goes to her. Dark horse, though, I think would be Natalia. I would actually like to see Natalia win it. I've said it in past shows before that I think Natalia is completely underutilized within WWE. It would be nice to see her win it. I think ultimately, though, it's probably going to be Mickey James. And on the Raw side of things for the women, we've got Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Sasha Banks going at it in what is now being made as an elimination match, a fatal four-way elimination match, excuse me. In this one, I don't see Bayley coming out on top, nor do I see Charlotte Flair. Something's going to happen between Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, and Bayley that's going to turn Sasha heel, which we've been hearing about the last few weeks. So I don't know if Sasha Banks is going to win it. I don't know if Nia Jax is going to win it. With those two kind of teaming up against Bayley, that's what I foresee happening. I'm going to go ahead and say that Sasha Banks goes ahead and wins the championship here, and she will go on a little bit of a run as a heel champion in the women's division for Raw. Now, I think the women's division in Raw needs an overhaul. I think it's been these four individuals for the longest time now, and it's starting to get a little stale. So hopefully things can kind of pick up for the women's division on Raw after WrestleMania, because right now it is extremely, extremely stale. Moving over to the men, we've got the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match between Gallows and Anderson, Enzo and Cass, and then Sheamus and Cesaro. I think this one, actually, I think they're going to put it on Enzo and Cass. I think the betting line is favoring those two, but these two individuals are very, very over with the crowd. I don't think that WWE will hesitate to put the tag team championships on kind of a comedy tag team. We saw them do it with for a long time. I mean, how they broke the record. We saw them do it with the New Day. I think that they could go definitely with Enzo and Cass. I certainly can see that happening, and a rematch coming from Gallows and Anderson sometime down the line on the next Raw pay-per-view. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Enzo and Cass on that one. The WWE Intercontinental Championship. This one I think is another toss-up. Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Lone Wolf. I think Baron Corbin, this is a guy that they've been pushing for a little bit now. And I think they're going to want to make him give him a little bit more of a legitimate push here, which is putting one of the more prestigious titles on him, which is going to be the Intercontinental Championship. I foresee this being a good match too. I think both these guys are good competitors inside the ring. I'm going to go ahead and go with Baron Corbin on this one, though. The next one, the WWE United States Championship between Chris Jericho, the champion, and his former best friend Kevin Owens. This one, I think, without a doubt, it's going to go to Kevin Owens. The rumor is that Chris Jericho is going to take some time off after WrestleMania to go and tour with his band, something he often does throughout the year. This won't be the last time we see Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho will be back at some point, but I think that Kevin Owens gets the best of his former best friend, quote unquote, and go ahead and wins the WWE United States Championship. I think that one's actually a no-brainer, like I said. Next up, John Cena, Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. I love the promo that was cut between these two on the last SmackDown. Again, John Cena, one of the best ever on the mic. He's second to none. The Miz isn't bad himself. I think this one definitely goes to John Cena and Nikki Bella, though. I know that may be kind of hard to say, considering John Cena may be taking some time off after this, but this type of feud can't go on forever. I may be wishing I went the other way on this, but I think John Cena and Nikki Bella go ahead and take this one. I'm having in the back of my head I want to say the Miz and Maurice, but I'm going to go ahead and say John Cena and Nikki Bella. Next up, we've got AJ Styles and Shane McMahon. This one is kind of unfortunate in a way because anybody who watches, anybody who listens to this show will know that I'm a big AJ Styles fan. I love what he can do in the ring. I think he's one of the best in-ring performers in pro wrestling today. He may arguably be the best. I don't like this matchup just because it seems like Shane, and I don't have anything against Shane McMahon. It just seems like this is a throwaway, though. Like they didn't have anything for AJ Styles going forward, and they just needed to have him, take a match against Shane McMahon. Now, again, like I said, don't get me wrong. I do like Shane McMahon. I think he gives it 110% every single time he steps into the ring. But I mean, how long could this feud go? I wish they would have given AJ Styles a match against a competitor who is an everyday wrestler, not Shane McMahon. So I think AJ Styles takes this one, though. He should take it. I think it would be dumb on the WWE's part to have it go any other way. Next up, we've got Triple H versus Seth Rollins in a non-sanctioned match. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not a huge fan of Triple H. I never have been, really. So maybe I'm going to be a little biased in this one. I'm going to go ahead and take Seth Rollins. I think he's going to get the better of his former mentor. And I don't really know where they go with Seth Rollins, though, after this. Obviously, Triple H isn't an every week character for them, but who knows? I think that... But I do think that Seth Rollins ends up taking this one. I am looking forward to it as well, like I said. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Rumor has it that this is going to be The Undertaker's last WrestleMania. And because of that, I think that The Undertaker ends up getting the win. However, I said a couple of weeks back that I didn't like the build-up to this match because I thought it was thrown together. I didn't think there was any basis to it. I thought it was kind of dumb for the WWE to put this together when, like I said, there was no storyline to set this up other than Roman Reigns calling out Braun Strowman and The Undertaker coming out instead. I thought that was dumb. I hated the premise for it. I still hate it today. But what I think is going to happen here, look, the WWE is going to continue to try to get fans to like Roman Reigns. I know Dave Meltzer talked about a couple of weeks ago that they may already have the main event for the next WrestleMania set in stone with, I believe it was a Roman Reigns versus a Brock Lesnar main event, which is totally asinine to me if that's true. And I'm not saying Dave Meltzer's wrong. I do think he's probably right. I think it's an asinine attempt on the WWE's part to continue to shove Roman Reigns down the fans' throat when they clearly don't like the guy. What's best suited for Roman Reigns is to turn heel. But they're not going to do that. In the latest reports is they're not going to do that because of his merchandise sales. He's as far as full-time wrestlers go, and I'm not counting John Cena, Roman Reigns has the best selling merchandise in the WWE. So I think The Undertaker wins this match. However, what I think is going to happen, they're going to have to continue this thing with Braun Strowman here between Roman Reigns and himself. What I think is going to happen, I think Braun Strowman comes in, he interferes with this match, he attacks The Undertaker, and all of a sudden we see The Undertaker and and Roman Reigns kind of team up on Braun Strowman. What this is going to do is go ahead and help Roman Reigns possibly get over with the crowd if he's teaming up with The Undertaker. And hopefully the WWE is crossing their fingers that on the following night's Raw, the fans somehow start warming up more so to Roman Reigns as a face in the future of the WWE, the future face of the WWE, excuse me. So I think The Undertaker wins it, but it is by a DQ by from outside interference from Braun Strowman, and then those two not Braun Strowman, but we get The Undertaker and Roman Reigns teaming up and defeating and beating up on Braun Strowman in the ring. That's what I think is ultimately going to happen. The WWE Championship, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Another kind of toss-up for me. I think Bray Wyatt ends up keeping the belt, though. Some type of outside interference is going to happen. I don't know if we're going to see a return or anything like that, a rejuvenation of the Wyatt family. But I do think Bray Wyatt wins it based on some type of outside interference. So Bray Wyatt, I'll take him. And I think he should continue to hold the championship simply because I think the WWE is they neglected Bray Wyatt for so long, and his character is so awesome. He's very, very good on the mic as well. Good in-ring performer, and I think he deserves to continue to hold on to the belt. Finally, though, we've got what I think is an underwhelming main event between Goldberg, the champion, and Brock Lesnar. Now, Goldberg went on I can't remember what podcast it was, but this was, I don't know if it was yesterday or this past weekend, where he was talking about how miserable he is in the WWE. He's, 50 some years old? I don't know if he's 50 or his late 40s or whatever, but he said he's bloated, he's in pain, yada, 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 yada. If it wasn't for the paycheck, obviously he wouldn't be here. But the rumor is Goldberg isn't signed after WrestleMania. So logically speaking, it would seem that Brock Lesnar is going to win this match and take the belt, which I'm going to go the safe route. Now, perhaps that whole Goldberg interview, what he said was the WWE trying to throw everybody off and somehow maybe think that that Brock is going to win this match when it turns out that Goldberg is going to keep the belt. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Goldberg is gone after WrestleMania. I think Brock Lesnar gets the championship and continues kind of that run as the top guy in the WWE, the guy who can't be beat, along the same lines as what we've seen with Braun Strowman. Now, I don't know how this is going to continue. I don't know who Brock Lesnar's next feud is going to be if it isn't Goldberg, but it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know if they're going to kind of get something going with Roman Reigns. Obviously, my prediction with Braun Strowman interfering in the Undertaker match maybe doesn't hold true. I see somebody on here, David, saying Finn Balor. That could be another thing as well. Maybe there's some outside interference from Finn Balor because he's ready to come back. I believe he was in some house shows leading up to WrestleMania. So who knows? That could very well be the guy to go ahead and take on Brock Lesnar. So I don't know though. Who knows? I don't think it's going to be Goldberg though. I think Goldberg, like I said, is done after this. One other thing too. Maybe I'll save this for next week. I'll save it for next week because Goldberg and Brock Lesnar are going to be one of those two guys is going to be the champion. So I'll save that for next week. Other than that, though, this is going to do it for this edition of The Bottom Rope. I hope everybody enjoys WrestleMania, though. Like I said, I'm not terribly impressed with the card. Who knows though? Maybe I'll be surprised. Other than that, make sure you check us out at TBRcast here on Twitter. And check out our YouTube account as well, youtube.com/TheMajorsTV. You can also check us out on our website, TheMajorsTV.net. So you can also check me out on Twitter as well, at TMSNX Adam. So until next time, like I said, everybody, enjoy WrestleMania. Bye for now.